Alright, let's go. I was actually, I feel like I was running a little behind today, but I am all good now, I think. And this time I remembered that Minecraft background benefits from background music, so you'll hear some nice, like, I guess the genre would be light jazz sounds, and you can check my music credits for, I'm generally, for today I'll be probably listening exclusively to, so the background music is by Malcolm Horn, who is also MusicMan1017 on Twitch, and he doesn't know me, but I think he's super cool, and you should go watch him. He created these albums for Twitch streamers to use as background. So today's tea, which is I've decided a new thing I'm going to do, but like today's tea is hojicha. Nice roasted twiggy tea. I'm very excited about it. I should have poured myself more, but anyway, right, so on to the actual game. So anyone tuning in after having seen my last stream of this, I started a new world, which I just called PenguWorld. This is a custom modded pack that I created on CurseForge using fabric mods. If that, for anyone who that means things to. And at some point I'll write up like a proper list of all the mods that are in it, but in the meanwhile I'm always happy if people catch me during the stream, or if you want to like comment on my video on YouTube later, I'm happy to answer any questions about any mods I've got involved in this. One of the most prominent mods I have going on is Origins, and like a bunch of subsets. So there's the main Origins mod, and then there's like tons of submods that have been created to create additional Origins. I did get the idea from the Origins SMP that a lot of cool popular streamers play on, that I'm a fan of. And the actual origin I have is a pretty obscure one. I got it out of a data pack from the Euphoric Curiosity mod pack on CurseForge. It's a set of D&D origins, and I chose one that is the Grung origin, which is a D&D thing, but it's basically a frog. I'm kind of ignoring the verbal description just because that describes the D&D race more than it does what I'm actually going for. What I'm actually going for here is frog. Maybe I'll even go in and like edit that so it's a little more generic and a little less on like actually branded D&D. But I am a little frog, which means first of all I am short. I am 1 block high, and also I have a 4 block jump height because frog. I also move a bit slower on land, and I can breathe underwater unlimitedly. I'm not particularly faster or get any special abilities underwater. I can just breathe underwater. And finally, I have to keep damp. There's a little dampness meter down here that has, if it runs out, I get a bunch of stacking debuffs, and it's no good. I don't even remember when I made this. I've only played one day, and yet I've managed to already forget having created a mineshaft tunnel. Also, I don't know why this is quite so laggy, but that's okay. So my thoughts for today was that I wanted to set up a farm. But I also had only just gotten back after... Oh, I should probably move my food bin over. Actually, that's fine. Changed my mind immediately. So, yes. So, my last stream, I went through a dimensional door and got stuck in a weird limbo dimension and picked up a lot of seeds on my way there and back, but then it was a bit late, so I called the stream after that, so now I have all these nice seeds that I didn't do anything with yet, and I would like to plant them. So most of these seeds come from the mod Croptopia, which is one of the better farm mods available, in my opinion. It adds like a whole bunch of extra foods to the game and fun types of food you can craft with them. So like, I wonder if it would work. Nah, that doesn't work. But as an example, we can look up corn, and that'll show you I can use corn and among other ingredients to make. So we've got like veggie salad, stuffed popolanos, shepherd's pie, corn husks, which can be used to make tamales. So yeah, there's just a bunch of cool food and food recipes that go along with it. It's very exciting. I guess I don't really have... I don't even know if there's anything that you can usefully do with the Dimensional Doors fabric, but I have it, in case there is. Let's call this one Mob Drops, because I want a box for that. Alright, I guess I really just don't have enough. Well, I was gonna say I don't have enough cobble to do anything, but this is Modland, and in Modland we can often use other types of stone to create things like, yeah, stone hoe for the farming. I also need a bucket, which, oh gosh, it's nighttime, so I don't want to do too much out here, but do we really need this birch tree? I don't think so. So let's cut down this birch tree. And then I have a mod installed called Kive, which just adds a bunch of really interesting, useful items. I think it's Kive that has this, wherein, well, I guess I'll get the logs first, and then I will show off. And no, pretty sure that I have a mod that's, oh yep, there we go. It just does more than one crafting thing. All right, so it is Kive, and with Kive I can use 3 logs to make a wooden bucket. It doesn't do all of the same things an iron bucket does, but it definitely carries water, which is the most important baseline thing needed for creating a farm. Oh no, I also just remembered I wanted to like terraform this area. So, in that case, I actually do need stone. So let's just put these seeds away for now, because I don't really want to dig up all of that dirt with a common shovel when I have other options available to me. Let's just stick the wooden water bucket there, and actually no, it's kind of useful to have a bucket full of water with me, since my frogginess means that it's just kind of handy. I definitely need to eat something now, so I don't have any of the fancy foods ready to go, but I can just eat some corn and bell pepper. There, I guess I just needed the bell pepper. I'll hold on to the corn in case I need it for... So the new goal is I need to collect some cobblestone so I can make a stone excavator, which is going to help me, oops, mine out all that dirt. I also would be nice if I could find like some coal or something, but one other feature of the frog origin, which I forgot, was it has the ability to climb up and down walls. Like, it's in that way, that plus the size make it very similar to the Inchling origin, which I'm sure a lot of people who know origins would be familiar with. But unlike Inchlings, grungs definitely take fall damage. Yeah, you know, the more I think about it, the more I think, at some point, obviously not during stream, but like after this stream, I think I'm gonna go in and change the name of the grung and some of the details of the grung origin and just call it a frog origin. Actually, you know, I should look up who actually wrote these mods in the first place before I go changing them willy-nilly, actually, so maybe, you know what, no, never mind, I take that back. I don't want to, like, change someone else's work and then have people think I made it myself and unintentionally take away credit, so I'll leave it as is. I should, however, track down the origin point of the D&D, the origin point. I didn't actually mean that to be a pun, but I should, yeah, I'm gonna put some effort into figuring out who actually made the D&D origins, so I can, like, give credit and actually explain where it comes from other than a data pack in a larger mod pack. So, anyway, back to the plan. So I can climb up and down walls, which also means I can, like, kind of freeze on them as though there are ladders on any given wall. But if I don't do it very carefully with catching myself with shift, I do take fall damage and I go froggy splat. Anyway, the goal right now is just to collect a bunch of cobble, so I think I need, well, I need enough to make at least one stone, which is the standard, is it 8 or 9? No, wait, stone you just smelt, right, so I guess I don't need that much, so let's call that good. Back up. And then go back in here into my nice little froggy pond house. And then, oh, I forgot I had some copper going. Copper's actually quite useful in modded Minecraft, which is nice because I feel like it's fine and all, but it's not that. It's not really very useful at all, in fact, in non-modded Minecraft, and that is why I personally was sad that, I mean, the allay is fine, but I voted for the copper golem because I just wanted there to be more uses in, like, the base game for copper. You can just collect so much so easily, and then there's nothing really much to do with it. Like, you can make the spyglass, you can make the lightning rod, which maybe I should make one of those, actually. Yeah, you know what? I no, I only have one. Lightning rod, spyglass, and blocks of copper, which can be used decoratively, but I guess there's a lot of decorative rocks and stuff in Minecraft in general, but modded Minecraft likes to take things like that and give them additional uses. So, like, copper in, I don't even remember what mod I have that does this, but you know what? I can check because any items that exist I can look up in my little, I think it's the roughly enough items mod that gives me this window. I want to shrink it a little, I feel like it takes up a lot of space. Mythic metals, it looks like. Oh wait, no, also Industrial Revolution. So, I guess I have options from multiple. Wait, shoot, are those just, yep. I didn't realize that Mythic Metal had its own copper set of things. Really, these things don't matter for my single-player world, but, like, I do have these grand someday dreams of making an SMP for, like, if I get enough, like, followers or subscribers to do something like that. And if I make my own based on my own mod pack, I'm gonna need to learn some more stuff about how mod packs work and how to edit them so that I can do things like remove duplicate recipes like this. Because it's like, there's no point in having two versions of the same recipe that do actively different things. Anyway, point being, copper has lots of uses in the land of modded Minecraft, and you can get the ability to use copper armor and weapons from the Industrial Revolution mod, which is a cool tech mod, or you can get, looks like you can also get copper armor from the Mythic Metals mod, which is a cool mod that gives you a bunch of unique metals. Man, I'm realizing I'm just turning this into a showcase of cool mods, but you know what? I think that's okay, because part of the reason I play modded Minecraft is because I think Minecraft mods are very cool. The other things I can make with it are scythes and machetes from the Harvest Scythes mod, which is super useful for farming, which I will definitely be showing later on. Anyway, in the meanwhile, I just need a couple things of stone. Let's just put... Yeah. Wait, is that the sound of the... Oh. I have subtitles on because I can't always recognize what sounds are. Why are squids just like floating up to my island and then like drowning? Or opposite of drowning. Getting themselves out of water. Drying out. Let's go with that. Alright, actually let's just switch back over to copper. I really need to find coal, but stone and cobble and sticks should be all I need. Oh, can I get that one more? No. I should. I'm noticing that it's thundering, and I'm actually concerned about. Can one log give me one ingot at least? Maybe two? I don't remember how much logs work. I mean, actually, it would have been a lot more efficient to take 2 logs and make charcoal out of it, but too late now. Mostly I just had a moment where I'm like, oh yes, it's definitely, there's a thunderstorm and my house, oh shoot, do I need 3? My house is made of wood and I do not want it to get struck by lightning and then catch on fire, because that would be sad. Oh, okay. You know what? I don't need all those wood slabs. Give me more copper. At some point when it is not night, I will probably just go chop a bunch of extra trees and make some charcoal. Okay, is it just 3 copper? Yeah, alright. Lightning rod. Let's put it over here. Sure. Bam. Actually, you know what else I could do? I could put it up high. That should do. Alright. Now I have a little lightning rod chimney, that's what I'm gonna call it. Oh man, I really need to get that farm started up. I am definitely running out of... Oh, you know what else I can do? I'd almost forgotten. I can make tricks. I can and should. And all I need for that is a sapling. And while I'm at it, I actually think I will also just go mostly not getting mobs on this island. So I'll go plant a couple extra trees in general for chopping purposes. Eventual chopping purposes. And then let's get a cherry tree up and going. Alright, so I want to place it near the plum tree that's already here. Yeah, I try to put thought into how I space trees. I don't want them to go so close that they like overlap. I like them to be a little spread out, but I also don't want to spread them out so much that I like take up space I could have been too much space I could have been using for other things. So that'll probably be good spacing. And there we go. Now I have a bunch of bugs that I can use. Sorry, I just liked seeing the lightning hit the lightning rod. I thought that was cool. Alright. Put the saplings back. And cherry go. And oh right, I was gonna plant, but I guess we can just kind of put the sugarcane anywhere, so I'm on an island after all. Alright. Excavator, that was what I was in the process of. I believe the recipe, I mean I can look it up, I've got the recipe book, but no. Alright. I have excavators, right? Let me actually just make sure I actually have that mod installed. Oh, I had it reversed. Okay. I need 1 cobblestone, 2 stone. That makes sense. Oops. And bam! Now the reason I put that extra effort into getting an excavator instead of a shovel is because it is far more efficient if you want to dig out a lot of dirt. Boop. So I basically want this little island to be level is my goal. Boop. And I could have just made a normal shovel and dug all this dirt, but why would I make a normal shovel when I can make a 3x3 shovel and deal with much more dirt much faster? Oh no. I'm gonna make sure I'm breaking the grass just because there's like a lot of types of seeds that can drop from the grass. Because mostly, you know, normal wheat seeds, and then also the mod Bewitchment has a couple of cool things. No. Kind of inefficient there. I'm not exactly trying to map this into the most efficient pattern, so apologies if anyone is watching this and being like, but no, if you went there, it would be the ideal efficiency ratio. I am instead going for an approximate efficiency ratio. And yeah, having definitely done large, like this isn't even a large terraforming project, it's just a small terraforming project, but I have done large terraforming projects on, you know, regular non-modded Minecraft, and I've also done them on modded Minecraft using, so like, you know, using a shovel which only does 1 block at a time versus using an excavator which does 9 blocks at a time, and oh boy, I kind of never want to go back. Like, it just takes so much longer with any other type, well, with the standard shovel type. Oh, oops, sorry. Yes, someone is watching. And that someone is heavily offended? Why are you heavily offended? Oh, the math. Oh, yes. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, it's all done now, so I got there. It's all good. Sorry, I was forgetting to check chat, and then I had forgotten that my own thing that I had said. So, excellent. We now have a nice clear area. Ah, what? Oh no! Ah! Meh. Wait, I'm running away. My house is right here. I can escape. I was not expecting the drowned. No, it isn't. It hurts. Oh, I'm sorry. Well. I shan't do it again for a while. I will at least try to stick to that. So, there is that. What was I doing? Right, I was gonna grab... What do I have for... I was gonna need that anyway. And then maybe I can use it also as a weapon. Still there? It says he's still there. Oh, I hate it when that happens, when a mob, like, attacks me and then, like, vanishes. I'm like, where will it hit me from next? I'm not good at, no sorry can fix the pain in my math. Of course, the little frowny face with the D and the multiple semicolons just ends up looking like a spider to me. So, I'm henceforth going to interpret it, and going to try not to interpret it that way, unless it is your intention. But, yes. Anyway, it's farm time, and farm time will have much more efficient mathing. I'm going to do one of those, like, quite precise, what is it, 9x9? Yeah. So let's start from somewhere. Ooh, I don't want to do it right at the entrance. Maybe start from this corner. I'm just gonna mark that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's fine. So check that. Yep. What did you call me? Oh, I didn't mean that you are a spider. I just meant that your little brownie face looked, multi-eyed, and thus, I just comment on what I see. Yeah, that's what they all say. Well, it's what I say, so I am part of all, so that tracks. 1, 2, 3, 4. See, I'm mathing properly now. 1, 2, 3, 4. It is right, proper math. Nice grid formation. Oh no. We can fix it. Well, thank you so much, Wanted Pony, for following me. I have been enjoying this back and forth, and I appreciate that you came by to check out the stream. So thank you so much for the follow. Alright, and now, you know, someday I will actually get some, like, lighting up around here, but, Oh wait, actually I do want lighting, because I want lighting for my farm. That's important. I think I'm going to... Ever thought about playing on a vanilla SMP with other players? Yeah, honestly, I'd love to play on a vanilla SMP with other players. A lot of it is, I'm on a lot of SMPs, both modded and vanilla, but like, I'm really self-conscious about the idea of streaming on an SMP that isn't, like, intended for streaming. So, and I haven't quite worked up the nerve to, like, reach out or apply for any SMPs that are more intended for streaming, so it's an eventual plan, but, like, it is a thing I would very actively be interested in, even if it is on vanilla. It is intended for streamers? Okay, sure. I mean, I'd be willing to check it out. If you are offering one. But I'm still gathering more people, so yeah, okay. Fair enough, yeah. I mean, keep me in mind. I would definitely be interested. And, like, I like modded Minecraft a lot, but I'm not, like... Oh god, so I was gonna say I'm not a purist, but of course that would be the opposite of a purist, because a purist would only play vanilla Minecraft. I'm not a exclusively modded, or my plan, sorry. I am not... Wow, I lost my train of thought entirely there. I'm happy to play both vanilla and modded Minecraft, is the goal of what I was saying. What it is, my Discord, give me just 1 second. I will post it in the chat. I mean, it's actually the same username as here, I just don't remember what the little numbers are after it, so I need to double check. I love how I click on my chat and I get my own chat rules. So, that is my Discord. At some point, I am also thinking of, like, making, like, an official Discord server for my streaming, but I'm not quite there yet. I figure that's, like, my 50 followers and I can apply for Twitch affiliate goal would be to make a Discord. time for planting. Oh, oops. That is a sapling. That is not seeds. I actually want to prioritize. Well, I guess it doesn't matter what order I do it in, but it will be convenient for me if I put it in the order of which I'm going to be prioritizing things. Alright. Even with Croptopia, it is still super helpful to have wheat, so I will definitely be leaving some space for wheat. Corn is super helpful, so I'm gonna set up a bunch of that. Soybeans are a good way to work around if I don't have cows, and I need milk, because you can make soy milk out of soybeans. Is that Pam's Harvest? Do you mean the mod? The mod is actually called Croptopia. But I know a lot of the mods I use, so I am on like 1.17.1 using fabric mods, and I know I've had people tell me that a lot of current fabric mods are based on old mods for 1.12. So if I'm using something that looks very much like an older mod, but it has a different name, it is entirely plausible that it's based on an older mod. Let's put up some pepper seeds and tea, because I am an avid drinker of tea. In fact, I'm drinking tea right now. I'm drinking a hojicha roasted tea in real life. I probably don't actually need that much cabbage. So I'm planting things with like the mindset of I will eventually be adding more things, but that means that if I only want one cabbage, I'm not really sure where to put it. I guess just there. Bam. Actually, maybe I'll do two while I'm still getting things set up and collecting seeds. Okay, and I also have... I'm probably not going to bother with green bean seeds, actually, because last I checked, green beans do not actually... Oh, green bean. Oh no, they do have stuff now. So I feel like... So Croptopia is still under development, so sometimes... and they whoever is working on developing it is still coming up with like new recipes and stuff, so I had a recollection that, so I've been playing modded stuff long enough that I have a sense of how Croptopia works because I really enjoy it, but I think, if I am correct, that these are totally new recipes, which suddenly make green beans worth it. Because yeah, there are foods where they'll introduce the seed and the associated food first, and then they'll introduce recipes for it, so... That's exciting. My green beans are worthwhile. Oh, hello! Thank you for coming to watch me. I am playing heavily modded Minecraft. Bit of a private question. I am not. So... That is an awkward question to ask someone that you do not know. I'm gonna just say that, but... I will say I am not. Can you teach me how to not be single? Oh no, I should set up a bed. Phantoms. Ugh, I hear them. I hear them! Like, genuinely, I'm happy to say, like, my genuine advice for not being... Can this become a dating advice stream? This is not going to become a dating advice stream, but, like, genuinely, my advice for if you want to meet people is to get involved in group activities in your area. Like, you can check, like, meetup.com and just, like, group activities for things you're interested in, because then you'll start off with, like, mutual interests with people and just get to know people, and... Like, certainly one of the best ways to meet people is to literally meet people, so... And, like, hey, if you like someone, you know, it's good to, like, get to know them a little bit, build up a rapport first, but, like, if you're interested, just ask. And by just ask, I mean just ask if they'd be interested in, like, going out on a date with you or something. And if they say no, respect that. It cannot be a dating advice stream, but it is a thing I am willing to give very baseline advice, my very baseline advice about, which I have just done, so... take that under advisement. I'm going to get some salmon. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. Didn't really have a reason to get salmon, I just kind of saw them and was like, might as well do that now. This is a fun stream, I'm gonna be heading out now. Have a good night. You too! Well, thanks for stopping by. So as of Fargo, I've mentioned this before, but for anyone who was not here earlier or at a previous stream, I am playing with the Origins mod, and specifically a custom origin that is basically a frog, so I can breathe underwater. So if I go down and say, ooh, pointed dripstone underwater, I can just hang out down there and mine it. It's useful. Boop, boop. Boop, boop. Let's call those basic blocks. I think that's close enough. Do 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 do. Boop boo. Alright, so one of my main goals was setting up a farm. I've now done that. One of the other things I was thinking I could do was go collect more crops. I do want to not go too far afield yet. I have a nice little mini-map. I did get stuck in a dimensional door that kind of spat me out over here. But my thought is I'll probably just stick to, like, the area that it's already been explored anyway, because I was trying to get back to my base. And I'm going to avoid a lot of these areas, because then I won't have to, like... so I am going to update to the new, the new 1.18 once it comes out, the new Minecraft update, which is very exciting, and is coming out at the end of this month, and, like... Generally speaking, you can totally update your existing game, it's just that any new biomes will only show up in areas you've not already loaded the chunks for, so... And I am not preloading any chunks in this world, so anything that is visible on this map is the chunks that have already been loaded. Though I don't know why it has those odd lines. Boop, boop, boo. Boop, boop, boo. Boop, boo. Okay. Let's do a little more. There are many useful things you can do with sugar reeds with the cool, crafty food mods. Boop. 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 Alright. Trying to decide what I want to... So, although it would be nice to get some more crops for the farm, I think it might actually be a higher priority to get some, like, coal and other, like, basic minerals. So I'm gonna go back to my little mining tunnel here. Oh, right. I remember the reason I stopped was because I had run into ore that I could not mine. However, I do have copper, and I can make the equivalent of an iron pickaxe out of copper. So, I'm going to... Oh, and I even have actually successfully created a bunch of copper, which is useful because... So, okay, so first we're going to make the pick, because that is a high priority. And then I'm also going to use it to make some armor. And yeah, the one I'm going to use is a better quality one, up to 2 mods. Yeah! Alright. Ha ha ha! I have collected osmium, which is a cool metal from the Mythic Metals mod. it is possible that if I was balancing this world to create an SMP, which is definitely something, as I've said now multiple times, that I have considered, I would need to change... I'd need to look into some of the ore drop rates, just because since there are so many types of ores, and I also have universal ores enabled, which should mean that any ore can spawn in any type of stone, ores are just really, really, really prevalent. They're very easy to collect. I don't know if any specific ore is easy to collect, or if it's just that because there are so many, they become very populous, but either way. Let's go further down. Sorry. Ooh, shiny. There are sapphire ore. Sapphire ore is part of Tech Reborn, but it is basically just a new type of gem that works similarly to diamond in that there are definitely things you can make out of sapphire ore. So like, oh, whoops. I definitely spelled sapphire with 2 H's. That is not correct. Is it 2 P's? Yes. So I can make weapons and the tools and armor out of sapphire, which is cool. In fact, if I recall correctly, sapphire pickaxe has the same mining level as diamond, so that is the equivalent of already having found the ability to at least create a diamond. But you know what? I've got all these other ores and I still haven't found anything like, well, I did find iron, but there are a lot of things that even with the mods, I can only make out of iron. So I'm gonna keep going. Besides, I actually like to dig all the way to the bottom, so. Let's use the excavator. It is a bit overkill when I am digging a single line tunnel, but you know, why not? I can just collect a whole bunch of gravel. Gravel is handy. Oh, and actually I did just remember the big advantage to clearing out all the gravel is because gravel is, even if you don't have an excavator, often easier to clear and faster to clear out than stone, which means that you can uncover a lot of ores. In fact, that thing I was saying about how ores are extremely prevalent in this mod pack. Yep. I mean, I am also at a very low... Is there a way to make that more? Okay. I guess it's just that the map goes big when I am actively digging things, because I didn't even notice because I was like so focused on my digging. Eventually I will have cleared all of this gravel. I'm also surprised that it's not like darker, honestly, than like... I know I have my brightness turned way up, but like I'm impressed by how far the light actually is traveling. Because that's just sunlight light. Yeah, alright, I think at this point, well, I was gonna say I should stop until I find something that I can use to make more light, but I also think I just hit the end anyway, so. So many ores! I'm going to collect all of these and then head back and start getting some smelting done. Maybe I will make a blast furnace once I get back up from mining all these. Oh, lignite coal. Can't remember, so I think with this mod pack I have not... I'm pretty sure there's a way to set it up so that lignite coal works like normal coal, but I'm not sure if I have that set up right now, so maybe something to look into. But we will find out once I get up. But you know what I can? I'm sure I can use it for... Oh, whoops. First I need to have space in my inventory to collect it. No, it did actually go into my inventory, so that's all set. Boop. Boop. And I can make torches out of it. Mostly I just don't remember if it actually will go in furnaces or not. And that means I can create a light. Oh, no, whoop. My jumping ability is sometimes slightly overwhelming. Alright, the goal there, of course, is that I do not want anything to spawn down here for next time I come down just to collect stuff. I also have a origin class enabled, which is a unique data pack class that I picked up from the Euphoric Curiosity mod pack. And it is called Looter, and it basically gives me any items that don't fit in my inventory tend to swirl around my feet until I have space to pick them up, which is actually quite convenient. And I mean, I know that there are also enchantments in this mod pack that will do that, like the magnet enchantment, but I really like it, especially for farming. It's so useful because there's always just like more, especially with Croptopia, where like you don't have to replant anything, so you just get both crops and seeds every time you harvest, and you don't have to use the seeds for any kind of replanting unless you want to add, or specifically unless you want to add more, so it adds up pretty quickly. And thus having things just sort of float around your feet and follow you is very handy for harvesting farms that have more than I could normally fit in my inventory. Oh man, this is exciting. I got so many ores. So like on the one hand, maybe I should balance the ores so that there's not like so many at once, but on the other hand, it's fun. I like getting ores. Oh good. Oh good. It just works in the furnace. Like, it is cool. That is exactly what I wanted it to do. Alright, so I was thinking I was gonna look into making a blast furnace so that I can do ores a lot faster. But I don't remember how to make. Oh, what's a steam blast furnace? Ah, it is a. Nope, that's not how to make it. It is fire clay bricks plus blast furnace. What are fire clay bricks? Clay brick. Okay, so it is something that you need to grind in Modern Industrialization to get to. That's what I figured. Modern Industrialization is one of the 3 different tech mods I have in this pack, but I am not mentally or emotionally prepared to start really learning how the tech mods work quite yet. Alright, so I would need, I need 4 iron, and I do not have enough iron for that to feel worth it yet, so I will just do it the slow way. Can I make hoppers out of anything but iron in this pack? Oh, that's... what? Iron, and... okay, so I could use Thalassium, but that's from the Better End mod, which means I'd have to get to the end, and I'm not even... this is my 2nd day running this. It's gonna be a while before I get to the end. I am not speedrunning this. So, and I recall steel actually being quite difficult to make, so I'll just wait until I've collected enough iron to make that not feel wasteful. And then while other things are going blocks section. I also am going to need a lot of iron if I want to upgrade these chests, because the reason I've made them 1 block deep is because I have an expanded storage mod, which means that I can upgrade them so that they have larger space in them, and it makes them space efficient. But it does mean that I'm going to have to collect a lot of iron. I'm gonna call flint ores, gems, minerals. It's kind of like those. It's in the same sort of general broad category. Oh, you know what? Let's just. Oh, good. So I don't want to like sit here and just watch while it cooks the ores and stuff, but if I catch it right as it's doing things, I can get in and... Oh, I love that I found 2 different types of silver down there. Get in and switch them out quickly, was the thought. Alright, what is priority for iron? I think shears, because I think that was one of the things that was super helpful, but I can't make with anything else. It would be nice to have a real bucket, but I don't think that's high priority yet. Alright, in which case, cooking implements, very important. Okay, moderately important to me. I like being able to do fun food cooking stuff. Man, biggest downside to doing anything with food. This comes up for me like every time I'm doing gaming stuff with food involved, but I am so hungry. I always just, well, okay, I guess it wouldn't happen if I were a little more on top of remembering to eat things, but oh gosh, I, in this case, did not, and it is unfortunate. I mean, I had, like, lunch, I just did not expect to hit this level of, oh no, I am real-world hungry midstream. Maybe I should do something other than food collection, but farming is like one of my favorite things. So I will just suffer. And that's fine. I will only suffer for, well, let's see. I try to generally go for at least 2 hours. So I will suffer for, you know what, if it gets too bad, I will just go grab a granola bar. Not quite there yet. Oh, right. I did have some trees that I was growing for. Yes, one of them has grown. They may have been too close together. There is not a lot of chopping that can be done here, but there is some, and then I will have more logs, and that will be convenient. Trying to decide if I want to do some work to even out this island. I think it is not a sufficiently high priority for me, and I'm gonna just not worry too much about it. I could go back and collect more ores. Well, actually, first I should check on the status of... man, I should have been paying closer attention, but that's okay. Put some food away. And put some seeds away. Oh wait, I did want to actually plant more soybeans. I had almost forgotten. I need to get some light out here, but I specifically want to do... I'm gonna do the thing where you do the block above and then put torches on the block, but I keep, like, not having enough wood to actually do what... Oh, right, I can use my crafting table from anywhere. And I did just collect some wood. I think it's fine to turn it all into planks. I actually want a trapdoor. And that really should be all I need for this project, which is boop, and then... Oh, whoops, I actually wanted a 2-block height, but you know what? This... No, it doesn't work because I want to put torches on it. Maybe I put... No, I like the idea of using the limestone for this because I don't have a whole lot of other purposes for it. So we'll do that as a temporary block, and then grab the... Oh, hello! Hello, Super Maniac. Hello, welcome to my stream. I'm playing modded Minecraft. I have just set up, or rather I am still sort of in the process of setting up a farm. Boop. I have realized that I have not set up lighting, so I am getting a little lighting block set up. Boop. Boop. But yeah, mostly just chilling, doing basic early game tasks. And having a good time. Oh right, and I also have a bunch of ore that I am smelting, but I don't quite have enough iron to do like a hopper system yet, so I have to keep going and checking it. And I'm trying to remember to do that at such a rate that it is not too inefficient, but oh yay, my cherry tree has grown. Okay, so I am also playing with like Origins mod, and my origin is based on frogs, basically. Ah, no, I do not want to place a torch there. I do not want to place a trapdoor there. I want the cherry. Ah, this is taking so long. That's fine. Eventually I'll make an axe. So this origin, among other powers, has a like wall climbing ability, because, you know, Froggo. And I would take advantage of that for things like... Nope, of course that was going to place the water. What did I think it was going to do? Maybe. Oh, whoops. And that unplanted my corn. That's fine. I can fix it. So my goal is to take advantage of the fact that I can climb to collect these cherries. However, it turns out if I have anything placeable in my hand, it will err on the side of trying to place it. Alright. I see. I really want to be able to, like, get to the top, but I don't want to break a cherry leaf block to do it, and it kind of seems like there are cherry leaf blocks in every direction. Actually, this could work, because then I can break that one, and then there we go. This can be my climbing spot to get up to the top of the tree. Ah! Boop, 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 boop. Maybe at some point I'll, like, collect some leaf blocks with shears from a different tree to, like, clean that up and make it look prettier. But in the meanwhile, I just want to be able to access all of the cherries. Oh, hello, Wandering Trader. I will check what you have, even though I won't actually be able to buy anything from you. What even are emeralds? Eh! Useless. Or at least useless to me at this time. Which was going to be true anyway, because I do not have the items that you are looking for trading. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna just have a food item in my hand. Then the game cannot mistakenly think that I want to place it. When I am simply trying to harvest it. Go away! Man, I do not enjoy how aggressive the Wandering Trader is. Just, you know, walks all over my crop, my farmland, just gets in my face. Well, I guess I will just... I'm not a fan of just randomly... I know there are things I could do to remove the Wandering Trader, but many of those things involve hitting him with swords, and I do not want to do that, so I'm not going to. Let's see. Put the cherries away, hold on to the plums. Okay, that. And I definitely forgot to be keeping an eye on this, but that's fine. Actually, wait, if I did, instead of that, if I did this, and then I can actually just watch it, because I don't want to, like, sit here staring at the furnace on stream, as I said before, but boop, boop, boop. If it's just for one item, that should be fine. Boop, boop. Ho, ho, ho. Developing a nice little collection already. And then still working on I think the next thing will be to put the seeds away. And then the rest of the actual food items, I'm actually just going to count sugarcane as food item for now. Saplings go in there. And bam! And that is all of my ore. Drops. I think that does me. And I actually have some torches now, so I actually think I'm gonna go back down and mine out the rest of the ore I found in that little cave area. Boop. Oops. Boop. 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 So I have to be careful, as I've said before. For anyone who is watching now but wasn't earlier, I can climb walls, but unlike the Inchling origin, I do take fall damage, so it is a thing I need to be mindful of when I'm using it as a shortcut to go, like, up and down things. And I love having a 4-block jump, but it does sometimes make things inconvenient when I jump accidentally and I am, like, say, underground or in a other small place, and it's like, oh no, why are you— oh wait, I can cling to the wall, then it will be slower to break, but I can still break it. Do you hop big too? Yes, that's what it seems. Yeah, yes, I do hop big. Boop, boop. I am a Froggo. I hop big. Wait, that is the wrong tool for that. Yeah, I like this origin a lot. It's, so let's see, what's the deal? So it's based actually on grunts from D&D. I can breathe in both air and water. I do need to keep damp. I have a dampness meter. I get debuffed if I dry out too much. I am tiny. I am 1 block tall. Well, I am small. Tiny would be Inchling. Inchlings are half a block tall. I'm a little slow, but I can jump 4 blocks high, and I can climb up and down walls, and also I am poisonous. If mobs hit me, they get poisoned. It's pretty exciting, honestly. It is a good origin. And it pleases me greatly. Oh, whoops! So, yeah, on the one hand, maybe it would be more balanced if I went in, because I know that there is a way that you can go in and you can, like, modify the frequency of various ores, and because there are just so many ores in this version, in this modded version of the game, it's just ores galore, ores everywhere. But honestly, I'm not gonna worry too much about it, especially while I'm just playing it single player, because I like it when there's just ores everywhere, because I think it's fun to, like, if you're gonna go mining, it's more fun to, like, go and quickly find a lot of cool ores than it is to just go and dig forever in hopes of someday, perhaps, someday, in the far-flung future, you may find a vein of ore. Boop. Alright, so that's a whole bunch more stuff. Yeah, let's go back up with that. I think this was the wall that doesn't have holes in it. I should, like, do something to mark it, because, I mean, I can work around the gaps in my tunnel wall, but they are somewhat inconvenient. At some point, I might do something to mine that copper, but actually copper's pretty useful with all the mods and stuff. What if I just, yeah, I can just dig straight down from here and then get to it, no problem. I can do that with a stone pickaxe, so I'm trying not to, like, I'm early game enough that the reason I keep mining things with the slower pickaxe, even though I have the faster one, is because, wait, should there have been 3? Oh, one must have fallen down there, I guess. That's fine. I have lots of dirt. I can go get one to fill that little gap in. Oh, I feel like I was in the middle of a sentence, and it wasn't a very important sentence because I'm mostly just rambling, but, like, I can't remember what the sentence was. Such is sometimes the way. Okay, let's put some ores in. I really do need to get a... Oh wait, don't I have a second trapdoor? Yes, I do. Just for safety's sake. Boop. Like, probably I will remember and not actually fall down that hole, but, well, I guess the Wandering Trader could. But, not that I would mind that much, because then they'd be out of my hair, but he'll go away eventually. Right. We're considering that food, but not breaking it down into sugar yet, because I can actually break it down into molasses with the stuff I have installed. Alright, I'm trying to decide if it has gotten to emergency granola o'clock. I think maybe if I'm gonna keep working with food, it has. So, 1 second. Apologies for the crinkle, crinkle, crinkle noises. I keep granola bars at my desk because I believe it is important to eat enough food, and sometimes I forget or don't get around to it, and at least I always have granola. Of course, it's very awkward to do, I'm realizing. I think this is the 3rd time in a row that I've been like, shoot, I'm really hungry, I need to eat something even though I'm streaming. And I always like take a bite, and only then do I remember, oh right, it's actually quite difficult to talk around eating. So, Wait a second. I'm going to just eat half of this granola bar, then go back to playing, and then I will eat the other half later. And apologies if my speech is muffled, but I am a little sensitive. I don't want to just be like chewing live, so you can hear the sounds of my chewing, but I do not want to be visibly chewing. Oh no. I was so distracted by my granola bar that I forgot I had the furnace up and I could have done the most efficient version of ore swapping. And yet. That's okay. I can do it now. For I'm on the last bite of my granola. And therefore, still missing one hand to covering my mouth. By the way, I'd like to say for the record that I have no opinion on how other streamers handle whether they eat things on stream or not. I'm gonna do things my way, and I think other people should do things their way. I try to mostly avoid it just because a lot of what I like doing on streaming is talking. And as just established, it is difficult to talk around a mouthful of food. But, oh gosh, that's not going to be the most efficient. But that's okay. Not everything needs to be the most efficient way to do the thing. Alright, and I can get those ores later. Oh, oops, I had another one in my inventory. And you know, I was talking about how I end up with all of these ores, but I don't really have enough to do much with them, so it's not that big a deal. I think there's something I could do with silver. Is it silver and flint? And then let's grab a sapling, because, you know, now is as good a time as any to get into witchcraft. By witchcraft, I mean in-game witchcraft. We'll put that there. Also, I can chop this down. I'm going to make an actual tree cutting axe before I try to cut this tree down, because it does make things go a lot faster. The big streamers I watch, like, eat on string but mute the mic. Oh, that's fair, that's fair. And yeah, maybe I should have muted the mic, but I can't talk if I'm eating and I want to talk. Or rather, I can't talk if I mute the mic, and I can technically talk around it while I'm eating, and I know it's bad manners, but I think you were fine just at a point. Fair enough. Alright. I'm gonna stick with my previous statement of, I do appreciate, like, I think it is useful to, like, pay attention to how other people approach things, but, yeah, in this case, for sure, I'm gonna just stick with doing it my way. Like Frankie said, I did it my way. I think I'm cute sometimes. There are also streamers who stream for like 8+ hours a day. Yeah, no way. I have done... Like, I've definitely looked into... Oh, yes, I have this. Oh. Harvest scythes are so amazing for Minecraft farming, because then you don't need to replant anything ever. And then Croptopia just works like that by default. I don't even need to say. Oops. Yes. So I read from, you know, looking up advice for new streamers on the internet and such, that the recommended period of time for streaming is at least 3 to 5 hours, and I'm like, I looked at that and I'm like, I can handle a minimum of 2. And I rarely go above 3, but I try not to go below 2, but I could not have my minimum be 3 hours. That's just... But, you know, I also think, again, everybody does things differently. Like, to me, streaming 8 hours in a row sounds really intense. But to other people, it's just like, you know, that's just what they want to do with their day. Of course, I also worry that there are some people who will get it in their heads that they have to do that, and then they will, like, push themselves to do things like 8-hour streams that they are not really prepared for. But most of the time, I think streamers will just stream roughly as long as they are comfortable. And some people are comfortable with streaming for 8 hours. I was, in fact, just watching some streamers that I like where, like, one of them was like, oh, we should have a streaming contest for how long, who can stay live the longest. And the other one was like, okay, but you're going to lose. You know that, right? And it was just because he regularly streams, like, his minimum is 3 hours, and he will frequently push that to 5 or 6 at a time with no trouble, whereas this other person rarely goes above 2 hours. So yeah, it's like, sure, but bold of you to assume that our stream styles will enable that. In the end, they were not actually very serious about it. It was not like a sincere competition, it was just mostly a silly joke thing. But yeah, it went about as you'd expect. So yeah, in summary, I absolutely respect people who can stream for 8 hours a day. I am not one of them. I have before thought that it could maybe be fun, like, you know, my hope is to eventually get to a point, like, I want to, like, I'm not quite trying to make a career out of streaming, but, like, I really enjoy it and want to make, like, something out of streaming, and, like, I'm hoping to at least get to, like, you know, affiliate status and stuff, and get to the point where I can get subscribers, and I'm not looking to get, like, to be, like, super popular. In fact, I think I'd be quite intimidated if I became super popular, but I'd like to get, like, a modest following eventually. And I know that a lot of streamers will do, like, subathons, and will stream for much longer than they normally would, and I'm like, that sounds fun, because then it feels like a cool challenge that you're taking on, like, and, like, you plan in advance, and you're like, okay, on this day, I'm gonna just, like, you know, stream till I drop kind of thing. Like, you know, I was never one to stay up all night, like, even when I was younger, and I would, like, be, I mean, I was definitely the sort of person who would, like, put stuff off it, and be finishing my homework, like, the night before it was due, or sometimes in the morning it was due, and all that. But I almost never pulled all-nighters, unless it was for something fun. Like, I would never do it for, I feel like I have to, reasons, but there were times, I can recall times in the past where I have done, like, I have really fond memories of back when I was in high school. One time I did this big sleepover with a bunch of my friends, and we were like, we are gonna stay up this whole night. And we did, and it was super fun. I mean, many of us did. Some folks dropped out before we all, like, but again, that's okay, and I think that also files under some people, like, it's not a healthy thing to do, so no one should make a habit out of it, but it's a thing that can be fun if you want to do it, I feel like. And so, in that sense, someday I think it would be fun to try doing a subathon where I stream for like a really long period at a time. But I would not be worth it to me to just do it for no reason, so... And I am not even at a point where I am allowed, like, I do not have enough followers to monetize on Twitch, so there's not really quite a point to it yet for me. I mean, I guess you could try to do that to get followers, but it makes a lot more sense to do it when you already have followers if you're trying to, like, get subscriptions or something similar. Alright, let's see. That guy's still there? I really need to get wool. That's gonna be my next project, because I would like a bed that I can sleep in, so I can make the phantoms go away. Okay, they're gone for now. And I need some kind of food that I can take with me if I'm going to go traveling, so let's go check my food. Yeah, the plums don't have any particularly fancy things that can be made from them, last I checked, so eating those plain shinobi isn't gonna feel too wasteful to me. Alright, so I have a thing that will show me my maid shears, so I can get them all. Right, so if I hit tab, it will show me the types of mobs that have spawned nearish to me. And I see definite sheepies in that direction, so let's head that way. I like how the, so, you know, having, like, clay at the bottom lakes was always a thing, but I like the Croptopia that, like, salt just spawns as, like, blocks. It's a little weird when you think about it as, like, well, this is kind of a freshwater source, but... Oh, hello, Shikus. Exactly what I wanted. I'm just gonna check my music, because this is... No, okay, this is... Oh, okay, because I was like, I am surprised that my background music has singing in it, because I'm playing stuff by this really cool guy, Music Man 1017 on Twitch, and his stuff is all musical, but I forgot his sister, Ms. Rowe, who I also follow now, she sings, so this is a song that he did with her. I just checked, so I'm still good. It didn't start auto-playing something that I wasn't expecting. So yeah, Malcolm Horn and who goes by Music Man 1017 on Twitch, and his sister Ms. Rowe are both people who I think are super cool, and they do music, and they also play Minecraft, and they don't particularly know who I am, so I'm just advertising them because I think they're cool. So, but yeah, if you're interested in watching people play Minecraft and also make cool music, they are people worth checking out. Ooh, that looks like a fruit tree that I don't have. Do I have enough wool? I actually might want to also collect some more wool, but the sheeps need to, like, eat grass for them too. I love just the hopping around. It's just very satisfying. It's a lot of what I like about this origin. Sure, I'll take some radishes. It's just a sort of very satisfying. Okay, these are pears. Yes, so for any fruit tree, you just need 2 of the fruit. For Croptopia, you just need 2 of the fruit and a sapling, and then you can make a sapling of that side. Ooh, also lettuce. Lettuce is helpful. It would be more helpful if I had more other things, but so small. Oh, yes, sorry, I was missing stream. I was missing chat, but man, the grass being as tall as you is wild, right? I'm so small. I'm so small, and also, yes, so small, so small. Little tall grass is taller than me. It's also funny when I go up to, let me find a mob. Well, I need to go back to the sheepies anyway. Hippity hoppity. Alright, now I gotta do backwardsing. Just Chico, Chicon, and Froggle. And Chibi and Froggle. Tiny, tiny Froggle. Okay. Boo boo. So yes, ooh, what? I didn't think I looked at that guy. Where did it go? Well, maybe I actually just it just looped through me and like accidentally did damage. I don't know. Boop boop boop. Alright, okay, so I need enough wool for a bed, and I also want enough wool for a backpack, because that is a really handy mod in this that I have. I have simple backpacks installed, and that requires 4 wool and 4 iron. So, which means I need a total of, I don't know if you can mix the colors, but I feel like if you can, it's probably you can for the backpacks, but maybe I will get some extra just in case, because otherwise I'll just have to come right back here. So, boo boo boo. Hello, sheepy. At some point I will, like, start doing some vague animal husbandry and, like, bring some, maybe make a little pen over on my island and see if I can, like, drag them over. But in the short term, I'm right near, like, a very plainsy area with tons of mobs, so I'm not going to worry about it, and I'll just go over there when I need mob stuff. Or farm mob stuff. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. Actually, one of the first things that would be probably handy is to have chickens, because chickens produce eggs, and there are lots of cool recipes in Croptopia that I can make with eggs. Alright, so I actually am going to be right back. Should be just a minute or two. So I'm going to put my be right back screen up, and it is partly to eat the other half of my granola bar right now also. But yes, I will. This I am not at my stream endpoint yet, which is going to be right about at 7. So I've got like another half hour or so to go. So I'm not leaving, but I will be right back. Almost forgot I muted my mic. Alright, I am back. The other half of my granola is consumed. I have refilled my water, and I have acquired just a little bit more tea. Just a little bit. This is my hojicha, which I get in very large bottles from my local Japanese grocery store. I also realized that I walked away and I totally forgot to actually pause the game. Because I'm pretty sure that as a single player game, if I do this game menu thing, it will actually pause, but just hitting my inventory obviously doesn't. So, anyone watching the Be Right Back screen was treated to the dulcet tones of the Wandering Trader. Sigh. Could you go away yet? Alright. How did I end up with the decorating your whole book in my inventory anyway? Has that been there the whole time and I've just been ignoring it, or did it suddenly appear? I don't know. Right, I got the wool. And the purpose for the wool was multifold, but in at least one case, so I can have an actual bed. So if, for example, I don't want it to be night, sure. But bam! What? Oh, that's amazing. Me getting out of my bed pops me out on the other side of my wall. That's super funny to me. Alright, I have new seeds with which to plant. Can you get out of my way, buddy? Rude. Alright, I have a plan. And I need a 3x3, so this should work. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Yes, so eventually I will collect, in addition to lettuce, I will collect kale and spinach and also cucumber. And those can all be used to make salads, so I like to plant them all near each other and I have like a little grid design. I really don't like the Wandering Trader very much. Is there anything I can do to make you go away? It's fine. You know, I'll just chill. He'll just continue existing for a while. I will go back to ignoring it as best I can. And move on with my life. Right. Was there any other... Right, I was gonna check to see if radishes make anything interesting, because I didn't think that green beans did, because they didn't used to, but new recipes have clearly been added. In fact, this one is also one I don't recognize. What is that? Okay, so I need garlic, and I need olive oil. Oh, I need olives for that. That'll be a while. I'm gonna have to find, what is that, Sahara? I think, where you find olives? So, it'll be a while before I can make it. But in fact, there is a cool radish recipe now, too, which I also believe did not used to be the case. I need a lot of other things before I can actually make it, though, so I'll just do one for now, I think. Alright. You are in the way of my tea leaves, sir. You know, actually, it's kind of too bad that I don't have emeralds, because I could use some packed ice, because there's a bunch of, like, you can make smoothies with that. Consider murder to solve your problems. I have considered it, I just don't like that as a solution to my problems. It makes me feel bad. It makes me feel bad. Not necessarily rationally so. In fact, I dare say quite not very rationally so, but it's how I roll. I do not like video game. Well, that's not entirely true. I was gonna say I do not like video game violence, but, like, that does not mean I never play violent video games. Because, like, for example, I really enjoy the Fallout series, and if I truly could not take video game violence, I would not enjoy that series as much as I do. Let's see. Wait, did I do the oats? I can't remember. Probably want to put it around here, or maybe near the... Oh, I forgot. You know what? I'm gonna actually move the lettuce, because I want more space for the wheat. And maybe then I can put the oats here. Yeah, let's just go here. That'll do for now. Okay, what is it I need to make tea? Because I remember that being one of the somewhat easier recipes. Boop. Alright, yeah, so I just need, like, a bucket of water or a Croptopia water bottle. And then I can use it to make tea. But I need, I need an actual bucket. I need an iron bucket to do that, I think. Is there anything else that tea leaves make? No, it's still just actual turn tea leaves into tea. The sensible thing to do with tea leaves. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. And put the radishes away, and the chilies, and the oats, and the egg. Oh, no, I'm using those plums. And boop. And let's make a pear tree. But no partridge. Just a pear tree. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, and we'll put that over, let's see. 1, 2, 1, 2, let's say hereabouts? Yeah, it might be a little close. Maybe I'll do it out 1. Yeah. I see you there, Mr. Water Zombie. See, the water zombies, I will absolutely resolve that problem with unaliving. Boop, 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 boop. Even if I'm doing it with a not very efficient weapon, because it's not a weapon, it's a harvesting item. Alright. Cherry. Boop, 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 boop. More cherries. More cherry. Up. That. Rude. You got a problem with me, llamas? Humph. Humph. Anyway. I just think it's cute that I look up into that I have to look up to look at the llamas. Because small. Yeah, part of it is I like having a small origin. Like I kind of enjoy being shorter than 2 blocks, but I have also in the past tried to play Inchling, and that is too small. So for me, the Grung is like the Goldilocks origin of I am like 2 blocks. Why be 2 blocks if I don't have to be 2 blocks? But half a block is just too small. But 1 block is just right. Boop, boop, boop. Alright, so now we put this new set of foodie items away. And... Alright, so I don't have a oh, yeah, okay, so I've made the bed. The other thing I wanted to do with that is now seems like as good a time as any. Although it will use up the last of my iron, I think it will be worthwhile. I need first a chest. Boop, boop, boop. Boop. Well, actually, I think it needs to be a normal chest. One of the many mods I have installed makes it so you can have chests that actually look like the type of wood you made the chest out of, which I actually do think is cool, but I think only vanilla Minecraft chests can be used for any crafting recipe that uses chests. And then we do the 4 wool, and then we do the 4 iron, I think like that, and ba-bam! Backpack time! Backpack time! I dislike being restricted by small inventories. It's one of my, therefore this makes this one of my favorite mods. Backpacks. And I mean, yeah, there's shulker boxes, but 1, you normally can't get, like in vanilla Minecraft, you don't get those till way later. And 2, very importantly, shulker boxes, you have to place them to take stuff out of them. With a backpack, you just have to right-click. Bam! It's the way to be. Okay, that's all wool, so that's wool with the mob drop, so put that there. I can hold on to the bonus. See, and then I like to do, like, you know, some wood, some cobble. Okay, well, maybe I'll keep the sticks in my inventory, but, like, you know, just have some basic materials on me at all times. Let's put the sides there. Alright. So that's my backpack done. I got pretty far on the farm. That was one of my biggest goals for today, so that's satisfying. Oh, I forgot! I mentioned this, and then I sort of just wandered off because I needed this to grow first. I forgot I was going to start on witchcraft. I actually can't because I can't make the cauldron yet, but I can do the very, very first step, which is boop, 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 boop. Yeah! I don't actually know how to pronounce this. It's Athame or Athame. I'm not 100% sure. I'll look that up later so I don't say it wrong. And so I get a fancy ritual knife. And then I take one of the fancy trees, this being an elder tree, of course. There's elder, cypress, and I think a couple others. And then we use the Athame to strip the bark. And then I have elder bark for future reference. Let's see, how do I make... Yeah. Okay, so I need to grow some mandrake. Oh, I think I do have some of those seeds for the witchy potion brewing stuff. And I just haven't planted. No, I only have belladonna. Alright, so I need some mandrake seeds so that I can make the Book of Shadows, which basically just is a guidebook for witchiness in this, for the Bewitched mod. In the meanwhile, let's say, okay, so maybe I can use the magic fungi box for also these things for now. And although belladonna isn't the thing I'm mainly looking for, it's a start. Alright, I don't have to allow it to be night, and so I'm not going to. And so like I said, I'm going to be ending this stream around, like, right at 7. So we've got about 10 minutes left. Oh, little combo. Can I axe you? Yeah. Boop. And there. Oh. I feel powerful. Ha 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 ha. Alright, so the actual goal here. Ooh, bees. Sorry, I have goals, but goals got distracted because bees. Oh, no. I see a creeper over there. I'm not gonna go that way after all. I'll come back and I will investigate the bees. Oh, I can always just go up to the upper part. So the bees were right around here, right? I don't think I'll forget, but just in case, I will create a waypoint. Bees! And that will be something, a future project will be. Of course, first I want to get... I could set up like a... Yeah, that's pretty close to my base. Because I was like, ideally, like, I'd want to get Silk Touch so I could move the beehive, but on the other hand, I could just set up with this here, with it being that close to my base, but... Ah! Oh no! Did it hurt the bees? How close was I to the beehive? I forgot that the creeper was that close. No. Did it blow up the beehive? Oh. Poor little bees. It was so sad. I was not careful enough about that creeper. And the bees suffer. Maybe they weren't in the hive? Oh. Well, there will be more bees. It's okay. It will be okay. But I will remove that waypoint. Sag. Rude. Very rude. Creepers are the rudest. That's good enough. Bees. Okay. Nope. It's fine. I'm not gonna get discouraged. That is just one beehive in a large Minecraft world with many potential bees. I didn't even know those bees yet. It's not like they had been bees that I had already, like, collected and named or anything like that. I am a person who gets attached to Minecraft mobs, for sure. That's because I just get easily attached to just about anything. What was I actually doing out here? I had a couple of goals, and then I got distracted, because that happens. I did see limes, yes. So let's acquire some limes. And I was gonna break grass to try and find mandrake seeds for the witchy book, Book of Shadows. Oh, and I see pumpkins out there too. Alright, so I'm gonna collect some limes to make a lime tree when I get back. I'm gonna need to, like, create new Ooh. Ooh. Oh. Fancy. I will come back to that. Oh, tomatillos. And I'm gonna get the... Oh. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Is that a new crop? Is that, no, that's just pears again. And then I'm gonna get those pumpkins. And then I'm gonna break a bunch of grass and see if I can find any mandrake before I head back. And that'll be my last thing. So, okay, so I want to know if I get any seeds, so let's just... Come on. Alright, I'll give this like a minute or two, and if I don't... Oh, I did get garlic. That's handy. This is not looking very promising. Maybe I should have gone to the plains. There are more. Oh, that's aconite. That's not quite what I needed. Is that another new crop? No, that's radish. I already have radish. I already have tea. That looks like it's probably pears again. Yeah. I'm keeping an eye peeled for lemons, but yeah, alright. I think I'm gonna take this stuff and go back to base. Oh, rubber trees. That's handy if I get around to, once I decide to get around to, Yeah, I think I need to make, like, a fruit tree island. In the meanwhile, while I'm at all these fruit trees, I'll just collect a bunch. Alright, and then I'm just gonna do a little bit of planting, and then probably be calling it pretty shortly. I want to get back to my base because I like starting and ending at base if I can. And I'm certainly at a point where that's still quite easy to do. And garlic is exciting because garlic, in addition to being a thing in that you can use with the Bewitched mod, is also a growable. Boop. So that'll be exciting. And let me just see what I can harvest. Boop. And then I'm gonna go put stuff away, and then I will do an outro. But, you know, while we're here, I am not currently at a point where I see any particular reason to be on this world when I'm not actively streaming, so I'm going to be doing pretty much everything on stream. So things are not likely to change in between streams, but it also means that, like, doing these little harvesting and sorting things are also going to happen on stream, and I might as well do them while I have a moment to do so. Oh, I should keep that in my inventory so I remember to plant them next time. Boop, boop. And, oh, and that spider eye. And I should also dump the oak slabs back in there. And yeah. There, alright, so these things I'm putting in my main inventory so I can remember I want to make... maybe I don't actually need to make a nectarine tree. Those nectarines were pretty close by. But actually maybe a fruit tree island will be a next goal. For a goal for next stream. Alright, and then I'm gonna do the classic little look at my character while I outro. Isn't my little froggo cute? I still have, I have considered, as I mentioned last time, it's like a thing I'm considering to get a more frog-based skin, but in the meanwhile, I'm happy to just use my default because I made this my default skin myself and I like it. So yeah, so that will conclude my stream for today. I'm so excited about this world. It's been a lot of fun. Next time I stream on this world will probably be sometime next week, but my next in general stream is gonna be, I think I set it for Sunday at 3 p.m. I'm probably gonna be playing Reciteer again. And then Monday, of course, is my Cinderella Phenomenon series, and then I will be playing this again either next Wednesday or next Friday. I haven't quite decided which, and by this I mean this specific Minecraft on this world again. So yeah, so thank you everyone who came out to watch this stream, and also anyone who is watching it after the fact. I appreciate you all so much, and I hope that you enjoyed, and I hope that you will come back and watch future streams if you enjoyed. So bye. Wait, no, that's not what I want to do. I want to do like bye.